First thing you need to do is put your hair up. Take off your jewelry. Then it's time to wash your hands. You wash palms, then the backs. This should take you about around 20 seconds. Make sure you get your wrist area, palms of your hands, in between your fingers, both thumbs, and backs of your hands again. Thoroughly rinse your hands. And then don't get that. Go over here. Either air dry your hands or use a paper towel. And turn it off with that. All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about different types of cuts. So we're going to start with this bell pepper, and remember you've washed all of your produce before you get started and you sanitize your surface. You have a cutting board, and you'll notice here it's only vegetables, so we can use the same cutting board for all of that. Whenever you're cutting, you want to make sure you have a sturdy cutting board, and if it's one that slides, wet a paper towel and put underneath it. That works perfectly to keep this from sliding, so you're most safe. Then I always store my knives with a blade cover. And remember, once you start using it, you don't put this back on it because you have to clean this before putting it back in this. All right, so we need to have a sturdy surface on the item that you're cutting as well. This one is pretty sturdy. If not, I could cut this right off. So I'll go ahead and do that just to show you. And if you put the knife down, blade away. Now we're definitely nice. And just cut down very easily. And you can save this for a stock, veggie stock if you so choose. But we're not going to do that today. We're using these in our dish. So nice and flat. And we're going to use the pinch. So you pinch the blade. That helps control it. And then we're going to use the claw to keep our fingers out of the way. So let's start with just a julienne. So we're going down and pushing, down, push. Keep that tip down so it's safe for you. And make sure that you're moving your hands back. So we try to keep these as consistent as possible for cooking, right? So they're all going to cook in an even temperature and an even rate. Let's do one more. Tip down, slide. Got my fingers out of the way with my claw. All right, so I can serve them like this if I'm using a veggie dip, or if I want to eat them raw. But maybe my recipe calls for a dice. So let's do a dice. Same thing. I'm still going to use a claw. If that feels like too many for you, and it does for me, then I'm going to do it in half, get them all even, and then I'm going to do my best to try to keep them even